Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Emmy. I'm a Norse pagan tarot reader and author, and welcome to episode 5 of Viking Things. If you're just tuning in or this is the first time you're seeing me in this video, Viking Things is a series that I do where I review things related to Vikings and Norse paganism. So I was actually really excited to get this item, and I was actually really excited to do this review because I've been looking forward to getting this. Well, as you can tell from my title, it's a book. I've been looking forward to getting this book for a really long time. I haven't really seen a lot of people do a review of this particular book. I think Ari Hager did a review of this, and I haven't really seen other people do a review of this book, mainly because this book, it can be pretty pricey, and I'm just gonna tell you guys that now. This book is kind of textbook expensive, at least to me. And I was in college. I went to university, to undergrad and graduate school, and yeah, textbooks can get expensive, and this book can be pretty expensive. And so the book that I'm talking about, even though I've been like swinging it around, is Runes, the Icelandic Book of Futhark. And so I've been wanting to get my hands on a copy of this book for a really long time. But as I said, this book is textbook expensive. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you are wanting to get this for yourself. If you don't know what I mean by textbook expensive, this one was $39, and then plus the shipping, at least where I live, it was $9.50, and it came out to $48, almost $50. So yeah, this book is what I would consider textbook expensive, mainly because a lot of my textbooks were between, I don't know, 20 to 70, I think 80 at the most, maybe 120. But yeah, this book is fairly expensive, and it was produced by the Icelandic Magic Company, which also produced this book, The Sorcerer's Creed. And so I'll leave a link in the description below if you are interested in getting either of these books, because honestly, I'm going to say right off the bat, these are both really great books just to have in your collection. So let's get on to the review of Runes. So this book was actually very nice. It was very simple to read. And I think if you are a beginner or you're wanting to learn the runes, this is actually a very good guidebook. It doesn't really go into depth when it comes to the runes. Yes, the definitions of the runes and what they mean are right and they're accurate, but it doesn't really go into much detail. So if we turn to, let's go to one that we all know, or how about this one? Let's go to the rune that I'm currently working with, or the rune energy that I'm currently working with, Hagalas. So it gives like a very general definition or meaning to what the rune means. So if we look at this rune, it's Hagalas, and I'm gonna read to you what it means. So Hagalas, it means hail, and it also means sudden difficulties, pain, or fortification. Hagalas is hail. It starts suddenly, often unpredictably, but passes quickly. The amount and size of hail always varies, and it causes varying degrees of damage, sometimes enormous. It can hinder and delay people's movements. Hagalas can cause sharp pain, but rarely does anyone significant or lasting harm. Hagalas passes as suddenly as it appears. The hail melts and nourishes the soil where it fell. Thus, despite causing pain, Hagalas nourishes and fortifies as well. And then at the very bottom, not sure if you can see it, there is a rune poem. Hail is the whitest of grain. It is whirled from the vault of heaven and is tossed about by gust of wind, and then it melts into water. So yeah, it just gives a very general idea when it comes to the runes. Personally for me, I like to go in depth when it comes to learning runes. As I said, I'm working with the rune Hagalas, learning to use that energy in Hagalas, because all all the runes have like energy and a uniqueness to them. And if you practice magic or divination, you can harness the energy and magic behind those runes. So yes, this book is very informative when it comes to the runes. As I said, it just gives you a very general message and theme about what the rune means. The runes can't go into like much deeper. Like, people can really get into analyzing the runes, and if you are wanting to work with magic and learn about binding runes and divination, it is advised to possibly look beyond this book, like look further than this book if you are wanting to really learn and work with the runes. This book is great. I think Ari Hager said that this book is great for beginners, like if you are just learning the runes. So this book is great for that if you are wanting to learn the runes. But again, the price tag is pretty hefty, almost, with shipping and handling, almost coming out to $50. Thus me saying it's college textbook expensive. But if you do have money on the side, or if you are wanting to save up to get this, then yes, I would say it's worth it. It has a lot of information. It goes into a lot of detail about the runes. And you can also, in a way, you can also learn how to bind the runes. It doesn't really give you much detail into binding, but it does explain to you how to bind runes. And I actually made a bind rune last night. Yeah. So this is the rune. Let's see if I can get into focus. This is the rune that I made last night. What does this rune mean? Well, I wanted to dream, or I wanted to remember or see my dreams. So I did a bind rune of Redo, Canas, Anzus, and Lagos. So yeah, did it work? Well, I couldn't really sleep last night, so I'll find out if I can actually get to sleep tonight. So I kind of had trouble sleeping last night, so who knows? It may actually work, but when it comes to binding runes, there are so many ways you can go about it. So let's see. I kind of want to end on like possibly giving you guys some advice on like how else you can use the book. Like I said, you could use it for rune binding. Like I've often seen Gable, this rune, combined with Wunyo, which is this rune. I often seen this rune to attract love or to bring love into your life, which it does. Which, yeah, I can see that. You can also do. I'm kind of interested in doing protection spells, or using the runes for protection. So I would probably combine Thoris's, which is the rune of Thor, and it's also used for protection. And you guys could like write this down too if you are interested in learning how to use like protection runes. So I'd probably do a combination of Theris's and Hagalas, because let's remember, Hagalas can also be a protection rune, since it says that even in the book it fortifies. So probably using this for defensive magic, Hagalas with a combination of Theris's. I think I've also heard Soilo will help too. But yeah, doing like a bind rune up the horses and possibly Hagelas could help with, protection or magic protection or defense. Anyway, do I recommend this book? Yes, I do. I've been wanting to get my hands on this book for a while, and I can finally complete this collection since I already have the Sorcerer's Creed as well. Anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. I will leave a link in the description below to the Icelandic Magic Company so that you can get these books. And yeah, I'll leave the link in the description below. Follow me on Twitter at KingofCups1111. Buy my own books. The link to those are also in the description below. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to donate to the channel. I just added PayPal, so my Cashapp, Venmo, and PayPal are also in the description below. Anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. I'll see you all in the next one. Later.